Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into yet another episode. These episodes are starting to fly by now that I'm able to record these ahead of time. Last episode, we got tons of progress done. It was a little bit of a different one. It was a pure voiceover where I just worked for half an hour and got stuff done. So if you didn't see what we got done, I got the up here done. I flipped the roof color, changed the stairs into this. We got a creeper out this door right now, so I'm trying not to go there. The other thing. Oh, that thing's gonna explode. I'm really close to it. Another thing is, bridge over there that we talked about. And I torched up some more stuff, and as we begin to... Our sphere of influence begins to continue. We are slowly getting more and more stuff done in this world. I need to find a way to... We need to get around this creeper. We had another giant tree right here, which didn't burn yet again, as they like doing in this series. So that's another fun one that we'll have to get up there and chop down. But today's episode, not as much progress is going to be done. We're just going to go do a few little things and plan more for the future, because I got to figure out other types of builds I really want to do. This is what the big thing is. I just want to get a feel for the world and lay out some other ideas, because we got a whole new network of stuff to get into over there. I'm not gonna get too much wood, just enough to... What's the word I'm looking for? Just enough to... Crap. I'm just gonna burn all these trees down real quickly. I need to real quickly get this part down. I just destroyed, or I'm gonna lose all the wood here. Okay. All these are really close together. All these trees have been growing. Oh wow, I actually didn't burn this one down. I'm a little surprised. I'll just burn it down myself. That's gonna be it for that. I love the tree burning. It's so much fun playing with it. But yeah, let's head over here and let's look at plans we have for the area. Oh gosh, hope I had another axe on me, but it looks like we do not. Another thing I talked about last episode is, or a few episodes back, it was what to do with this area right here, because I don't want to destroy it because it's like a landmark and it's a monument for the world, but also it doesn't look good. It looks really bad. I don't know what to do with the original base, and then we got our huge under area, which we will have to get back to. But that'll be a different day's problem. This right here is going to be this pathway leading to here. We'll do this, I think, next episode. We'll mine the path out to that. But over here is where I want to put the train station. So if we put the train station about here in the middle, we can have some of it go off this down right here. Look, this is a nice flattening. We could use this. And we could have it go down this way. I guess also what we could do is make it 3 wide. I guess a perfect 3 wide gap that things can go down, and it can lead down into here. So this can be part of the train track, and it can head down there to... I don't want to... This could be more of a nature area, is what I'm thinking. Because when I was looking from over this way, I love this little... I love the bowl area down here. We could put more water. Oh, one thing I want to test. Does water still just fill like crazy? Yeah. So, if we just... Everything we mine will go full... It's fun with this, because you get to test old theories and stuff like that. So, filling this water will be super easy. And so we can make a little pond down here and stuff like that. then I'm thinking is have this continue on, and over the horizon over there, we could have buildings off the top of there. So like when you're over here, you can see some tall towers, and then that could lead to that. This is the part where I haven't actually explored too far. I do not know what's really past this hill. This is gonna be the farthest I've went over in this. So we got a lot of ocean this way. So that's not too much to build with. This, I'm not sure what to do with this area. This could, yeah. There's a lot of things to try to think and keep in mind for all of this. Because, like, this is literally watery. I'm probably going to kill this water here and fill it in. Because we're already going to have water there. No reason to have another flat area with the water. Unless we crescent it all and make it all water. But I think that would almost be too much water. And then over the horizon, I'm just assuming more trees. That's realistically all I can think that we would have. And I'm trying not to go too far because we are going to have beta very shortly upon us. Beta 1.2, where we're going to be getting tons of new stuff. So I'm trying to be slightly mindful of, how far we travel and stuff. So I've kept my range pretty low. Only huge explore I've done is underground in the caves, but I don't know if that's high enough to touch the top area. But we'll see. We'll see when we upgrade and stuff. But those are just a few ideas I had for this way. And then also, if we do want this way, we could have the minecart go this way. We could bridge again across this thing and go to the other island, which could be helpful because there's sand and some other stuff that we don't have on the island over here, or at least blocks haven't messed with. And there's some sugarcane we haven't harvested yet. I know there's some down there too, but there's just some types of blocks that we just do not have yet. And then we got some ugly areas like this, which we obviously need to fill in. Like down here, I kind of cleaned it up a little bit to make it more of a dome shape. Because I figured that would be easier for me at least to do something here. Because originally I was going like, oh, I could put water. I was thinking like maybe we have a little waterfall that goes through here and it like goes down into that was the original idea. But I don't know if we can even keep flowing water. I think it might just fill this entire bowl up. So that might have to be a future problem. And then that is my main idea for this land. So we train station up here. We could make this naturey, plant some trees, do all that kind of stuff. And then up there, we could start possibly building some houses and make a little town over that way. Then the plan for over here is a lot less in stone. I'm kind of just going for it, going as we go. So I think this is gonna be like more of my necessities, my little land, and then over there can be other people. I guess not other people, just be other people in the lore-wise of this. So we'll definitely need a farming area, which we could put over here. We could make this a huge farming area. We could think of otherwise. What other stuff we are going to need? We could build like a smelting room. We can do all kinds of stuff. We can give things purposes. Because they will get redundant as we keep going, but for the moment it'd be nice to have special things off for special places. And it looks like it's about to pop night. The really nice thing about all of these torches we have here is now mobs don't spawn as close as they used to. The only area is torches do not, they just stop here. This was before I think before I actually had this house fully built, I was spawning torches, and then I started migrating that way. So the torch spread went on to that way. It's really cool. I got tons of ideas, tons of plans, and I'm not fully sure what I'm gonna do with everything yet. And then they'll probably have a basement on this, and that'll end up connecting back to this. just because, you know, we have a huge basement down there. Before we do that, I guess I might as well drop off all the randomness I have slowly been collecting. Honestly, all smelt. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, I thought I grabbed it. I need, I'm gonna need a couple. Oh, arrows. But okay, let me go back up. So I got a plan. I gotta figure out a plan for this, so we can do something. Because I do want to make this area nicer than, you know, just the stone and dirt. Probably we could make it all stone, or add some wood on the flooring, and then make the. You know, I mean, there's not too many options for building, but there's enough. So that's just gonna be for me to think on and have the best idea for. Okay, I'm going to just skip back in the morning because I'm just gonna smell some stuff, and so then we can do a little bit more planning then. So I will see you guys then. And just like that, guys, we're looking at the morning. I'm on the wayside before I run out the door, but you know what? Let's just go. Okay, we got really lucky. No mobs spawned around us at all. But feels like that. It's morning. Something I forgot to add on to from, I think it was 2 episodes ago. I was talking about YouTubers who inspired me and stuff like that. And I brought up GMM and saying I haven't watched them in a while. Well, I got on YouTube that night and guess what popped up? Their newest episode. So now I'm on to, I think, 3 days in a row of now watching it back up on the normal upload. So I think it's really funny how me talking about it ended up bringing me back into watching it. So I think it's kind of cool. So so yeah, I figured that'd be a little fun thing to share. That since talking about that, I ended up watching them again, and I actually was watching an episode of it today's on on the not on lunch, I guess on the break when I was waiting for night to end. But now with night ended and we got probably about 5 or so minutes left of today's episode, what I'll do is work on a little bit of escaping and some other little things around this area as we try to pretty it up. I think we should remove this. I don't think this is worth it. We don't need a huge raised area right here. It'd make more sense for us to flatten it and use this land for some better use. I'll probably need a fair few shovels to get through this, because durability is not so good on these, and I don't want to waste iron on boring stuff like this when I could just make a couple stone instead. We got 2 stone left. We'll see how much it lasts us. Then also we need to torch this area too, since this is the outer reach of how far our torches go for the moment. And then also, torches need to go down this way a little bit. But yeah, it's weird. It's weird coming in after all these episodes where I have planning, and the few episodes I'm like, you know what, today's no script. We're not gonna go look at the magical piece of cardboard. We're just gonna make an episode and just enjoy Minecraft. Which the problem is, it might be a little more boring not having like a constant thing to talk about. But it makes it harder on my end, but sometimes I do enjoy it, not having to come in with a topic, having some things rehearsed for it, and stuff like that. You wouldn't think so, because, you know, it's off the cuff, and it's pretty random, the stuff I end up saying, it feels like, at least. But it's all fun. It's all fun and games and stuff, as this channel's still in its infancy. We are growing it. We got more projects on the way, and, you know, getting ready for Halloween, as Halloween is around the corner, guys. We are getting very close. I'm super excited for it. We may honestly just have one more megasode where you get tons of work progress done and then just get ready for the update. I was also looking at some blocks in the game that I forgot about. We got smooth stone, and we also got smooth stone slabs, I should say. And then we also got the clay and bricks. And that's about it. There is mossy stone for if you find a spawner, but realistically, I don't think we're going to run into a spawner just because they're so hard to find underground. So, no plans for mossy cobblestone to be used in our build, at least for the time being. I guess I will fill that in. And since we're just going, I might as well move this up one more. It's going to be weird though, because I would always time lapse on this block right here. And it's going to be one higher. So, yeah. Hopefully you guys did like that. I thought it was cool to stand there and time lapse. I haven't edited the time lapse in yet, but I thought it was a fun idea just to stand there for the nights and watching all the mobs and their AI and stuff, because they're really robust and they're really crappy in this version. It's so funny. They're so springy. They're very quick, and you never know what's going to get from them. Because I mean, we're a little bit away that now the creepers don't jump at you, but still at a point where they are a lot quicker than they are now. Even the spiders, they're super quick and they're always moving. And it's really hard to hit them, especially because there's something with their hitboxes that is just off because I keep missing them. But then if you do get into a good spot, I can whack them 6 times and they will be dead. So that's the benefit of that, at least. That means we're also going to need to fix... Nah, this is fun. This is a nice bigger area for this. I think. We just got to figure out what we're going to do up here. And then also, we're going to do the basement. So the original idea was going to be to have the basement this way. But the problem is, I don't know if the slabs are going to... Stairs are going to work the correct way. I'm assuming so, because it's going to be the same spot as these. And it'll just be the same thing, just dropped. So I'd, like, put it against this wall right here, and then move it down. Because I looked at this in a past episode, and oh, I just wasted my iron. Crap. That was not what I wanted to do. It's gonna be time to craft more stuff. We absolutely flying through tools in this series. I wonder how many I've broken at this point. It's definitely a lot. Just the sheer amount I went through. So we could just do this. Which I think I'd be fine with. Meaning we come down to here, and then also that means we need to connect it over to the mine there. But this will probably be my next nighttime thing I gotta do, and I'll end up time-lapsing or having some topic to talk about for it. But I think it would be a good thing to do during the boring times. So I will drop a few torches here, and I will leave that. I think the last thing I want to do before we head off this episode is just torch around a little bit more this way. We didn't get too far with this, but we got enough that we're starting to get the idea and get the feel for it. Also, with it being day, it's hard to tell where you need to place these darn torches at to help expand a little bit. So that should be good on this way, because mobs like coming in to here. If we get to the point where my whole little render distance around this big island is all torched, we should have nothing to worry about. We won't have mobs pop in or anything, which would be super nice. But yeah, who knows? We will be there shortly. Then, so next episode we're gonna work on the pathway and start laying out the train station, I think. Then after that, I really think it's gonna be time for the next update. Because I'm looking at things right now. Yeah, I think it's gonna be next update. So that's really exciting. So I'm gonna upload once today. We're gonna have a double upload tomorrow. Next episode is going to be the Halloween one. I'm just realizing. Crap. Yeah, time's absolutely flying by. So this is it. I guess we're not gonna get too much more playing. Okay, this will be in 2 episodes then. I apologize. Yeah, it's gonna be update time. That's really exciting, guys. So tune in tomorrow on Halloween as we will be heading into the next version. But that is all I got for me today, guys. I hope you all have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you next time as we move off to version 1.2. Bye!